I just wanna rollie, I just wanna rage. I just want $100 million in the safe. Someone said the jackpots that they gon' they mistakes. Someone said the jackpots they gon' die, they make mistakes. I just wanna rollie, I just wanna rage. I just want $100 million in the safe. Someone said the jackpots that they gon' they mistakes. Someone said the jackpots they gon' die, they make mistakes. Let's go. Inside front yard, acres in the backyard, $100,000 cars, stocks and bonds we been on for straight positions. Oppression, yeah, we get it. See you later, candy sweet and tango mean it's straight up. Singing on the elevator, on the floor she riding. Family, we in ops, they be hiding. 38 special with a side of potato. Had the letters from about my nigga, yeah, I can't go. Dancing like Candyman, when I'm on my body. We be getting busy, yeah, my nigga Yankee ain't friendly. 79 next, them niggas in the trenches. Draco half empty like Mercedes, but we're missing. Diamonds for the plays, the bag is the focus. Niggas switching sides, yeah, we turn the focus. I just wanna roll it, I just wanna rave, I just gotta get it. I just wanna roll it, I just wanna rave. I just want $100 million in the safe. Someone said the jackpots that they gon' they mistakes.
Give me a hot little set of shit. So this we got right here on the right. And now shit we got going on.
Think you was on this who?
Nah, shit, I'm trying to get a quick to it right now. That ain't me. That definitely ain't me. That definitely ain't me, nigga. You feel me? Like, shit.
I was sitting there trying to figure out.
She just want a friend back. You know what I'm saying? Alright, y'all. You know how we do it to share shit, man. I'm really trying to show Pimp this motherfucking bet, man. And I'm really trying to show you this motherfucking bet. This is crazy. Man, I ain't gonna JPNeeds2 this bitch. I don't know what's going on, nigga. Shit. I don't know what you sharing, shit.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Damn, man, I'm telling you. You know when your motherfucking phone will do. That motherfucking shit started loaded a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know that shit doing the weakest sun coming ahead. Like, yeah, let me slow that phone down for a second just to remind your ass, nigga. You gotta pay this motherfucking bill.
Yeah.
Man, listen, I ain't even about to fuck with that. I ain't about to fuck with that, nigga. Hey, bro, I'm not even about to touch that, nigga.
Y'all Facebook, go to IG. Go to YouTube.
Alright, listen, YouTube, man, NdAPostPodcast, Facebook, y'all in here though on the book side, they should be. I know they in this bitch on the IG side. You see my nigga JPNeeds2
Yeah.
You already know what the fuck going on, nigga. Hey, but listen, dog, I gotta show you this shit. Look at this shit, nigga. Look, nigga. Look, it say, look, nigga. Look at the payout of that hoe. Look at the payout of that hoe, bro.
Man, this payout, nigga.
Look at this shit. Look at the payout of this
nigga. Payout, bro. On the foot. Yeah, that's what it do.
That's a nice, but see, this the whole crazy thing. I want the Chiefs to win, the bitch. You know, Chiefs probably will. my nigga for the running back for the Jaguars, he probably gonna run one in. Travis Kelce, you get his TD. Zay Jones, Patrick Mahomes running the TD. Like, this could be all this shit can happen in a close game, bro. All this shit, bro. Like, what? Nigga, please. They go for free bet, nigga, please, nigga. That's what I said, like, nigga, fuck up, buzz. What that motherfucking Ohio motherfucking does. That motherfucking lottery, nigga. Fuck that shit, bro. Like, please, nigga, ain't no way in hell lottery doing no shit like that, man. Where if you play this one little situation, you can win. You feel me? On a free bet, nigga. Like, what? Nigga, I ain't spend no money on that. IG was good, nigga. Shit, let me share this shit out, man, real quick, and then we can get this shit going.
What's this called? 15%. Oh yeah, I made you a little playlist. I listen to you. You got And as my man said, you do got some emotional music in here. You know what I'm saying? I hear a little of that Kid Cudi, he started that emo shit. But I feel it in the
Revolution on the airplane. I just like watch TV. Molly me, they did it me. See man shot in his neck. Reminiscing what the report he said. Yeah, he won.
let me see. I heard a couple songs. What's it, sliding?
I mean, it depends on which part. Does it slide? Does it slide on? It's a few different pieces. Depends
Okay.
on which one.
Now you from Cali, right? It's a song that I can hear it.
Oh, you talking about Bluff?
Oh yeah, Bluff.
Yeah, you're talking about.
That I can feel the Cali vibe on that. I feel like you about to jump off with your brag and start dancing on the nigga.
I mean, gang affiliation is illegal in America, but I understand what you're saying.
I speak read between the lines.
It's there, but it's a lot of other things going on too. So I love America, so I follow all rules.
I mean, they ain't breaking the law till you get caught.
That's what they say.
They ain't breaking the law till you get caught. I mean, that's what I was taught.
Hey, that's a factual statement, though.
Hey, but listen though, you already know what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's going on with your family? It's your boy, man. Chase dropped the banners, Low Key and OG and paraphernalia. Some of these videos, you don't know what the fuck going on. Over here, got Hollywood Shop in this motherfucker. And we got the, you know what I'm saying, yours truly, you know what I'm saying, motherfucker JPNeeds2, you know what I'm saying, Data Dream. And shit, definitely this motherfucker and shit. So, I'm gonna let y'all know this real quick before we even really get into this podcast. Everybody watching shit.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all end up in this seat where he at today, y'all just know that it's coming from a genuine place we really fucking with what y'all got going on, whether it's music, whether it's a business, whether it's clothing line, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Or whether it be you in the sports or you hoop or you know what I'm saying, you play baseball, whatever this is. If we got you here, we really fucking with you. Like none of this shit for no cloud base, none of this shit is none of that. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta let that, I just gotta put that shit out there for real. And it's no real reason why. I just feel like shit. I gotta let niggas know what the fuck going on because I just be in the cut. Like a lot of like for real. Like I be in the cut. Like niggas know. Like if you see me out, you know what I'm saying, in some of these shows or wherever you see me out, I'm gonna play the cut. That's just what I do and shit. So don't think that I'm not rocking with what y'all got going on because I'm not just coming up to you saying what's up, all the time. Like I'm chilling. Like just like he'll tell you like shit. That show the end of the year though, like before I left that bitch, I'm like, man, I gotta let this nigga know we gotta get him on this show. I came straight to you, it was like, bro, we gonna have you on this bitch in a couple weeks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, boom, and here he is. You feel me? Straight
Before
up.
that, one of the shows when I first got you on tape, he was like, I got a cat. I want you to hear I kinda like this cat. He didn't say who it was.
Okay.
And then he was like, yeah, the cat JPNeeds. I was like, I kinda like this nigga. I kinda like the.
But I'm telling you, but listen, bro, like, listen. One of those, I would have remember. I think it was this the first show that back to biz. We went to that bitch. We had we tried to do the little shit in the background and shit, whatever, which is crazy. Like in that spot, it's just not good to try to shoot shit. You got to just record shit, keep it moving. Like trying to do a podcast of that shit, that should be done. Like it was too much going on. But anyway, this nigga come on stage and shit. And I hear this toxic shit. Like, bro, I'm like, man, this shit hard. I'm like, man, this shit hard. So what really had me like, man, damn, this nigga kind of hard, this shit, right? Like 3 shows later, I'm at the spot that should be a shot. We had to like we was talking before we got okay. We smoking the shit. This nigga JP go on stage and shit. And as soon as this nigga hit on stage, my nigga Sean say, bullshit, you know, my nigga say, man, this is my shit, hold on, nigga. I'm like, what? I'm like, damn. He was like, nigga, I'm telling you, this shit just hit my soul different. And every time I hear it, I'm like, man, this shit hit different, this shit different, bro. So with that being said, man, like, what be inspire you to come with the concepts that you be coming with on the music shit? Like, what's your inspiration when it comes to this music shit, though?
Like Toxic, for example, it's honest. You know, I grew up in a place where, you know, I'm from California, but I live in Cleveland, so, you know, I have the best of both worlds, if you will. So I've seen a lot of things and traveling. So, you know, I'm just being honest. You know, every day is not, you know, I'm out here in the club, we do whatever. Sometimes I'm going through it with the lady that I'm feeling, you feel me?
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm doing something I ain't got no business doing, and I don't know why. Just
Yeah,
like I said. So,
you just outside.
outside. It feel good when you're outside.
There's a lot of shit outside to get a whole lot of shit to get
So it's tempting, man. What you get in the right area outside too. Ooh, shit. You better be careful, brother. It's serious, man. You gotta talk that.
What you said, so you know that's the real thing that we speak on. So that's just where it comes from. So all stories that I speak on, I record is, you know, events that are based on the truth, you know, if you will, because, you know, I know things are going on outside, like we just said. So,
you painting your picture.
Correct. From
it's a colorful picture. It's colorful.
Yeah.
You know, I see some bright patches and I see some shades.
Talk about it.
When it comes to, I'm an artist. My son an artist. Is a whole family full of artists.
Absolutely.
And the one thing my teaching from school did teach me was contrast. You gotta get some black to show off the white.
Correct.
It gotta be some darkness for the white to look that bright.
Mm-hmm.
So all these people who paint their pictures, if you ain't got no darkness and no real shading, contrast to show why your shine shines so bright. And shine really ain't really shining.
No, it's not. So.
All right, let's pick man. So, how you end up linking up with Ray at North Coast EDH? How you end up linking up with them to start really doing shows with them on a regular basis?
That's a unique story. Just a hustler mentality. I was just looking around like I gotta get this music out somehow. You know, I'm so seasoned that I came from CDs to USB to downloading my stuff on LimeWire. So I'm like,
well, you've been doing this for a minute.
Yeah, for a minute. So when my overnight success come, you know, it was well worth it. So just being online and came across, you know, a flyer. EDH had a flyer out, you know, and he stood on his word. You know, some, you know, promoters and things or what have you. It's not any knock or anything. You know, it's anybody doing their things. They sell you a dream, and you know how this industry is, and being a professional is, you know, you got to take it with a grain of salt. But I walked in, he said, this is what it is, this is the time you get. And it's been that ever since. So, you know, me, once you have a good vibe, a good business sense, I like to continue to do business and grow with you. So here we are, fast forward, and anytime they have something scheduled, my books are open for them. So,
so including this, I done kept you on tape. This is the fourth time.
Yeah.
And how I met him on the rap shit, show me something. The day I told him to show me something, he showed me something. He said he wanted to do something. Later we did a project together. He did his own thing. I helped him whatever he needed to help. Right. And then mine came to a thing. He's like, whatever you need me to do, I got you. That's how we got here right now. The more stuff you got for me, the more.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I had a couple, like, even me, I had a couple deaths in the family, shit like that, and I kind of fell back from this music, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, I don't have no love for this shit, but I just fell back, so it's like, now, that's why I had to say what I had to say at the beginning, because now it's just like, I'm kind of into my space. I got my space. I'm in that bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, rapping is cool. Like, all that's cool, but I'm in my space though. Like, that's more important. And I could tell that from you. Like, even from just hearing your music and seeing you perform though, I'm just like, that was the shit that was hitting me. I'm like, dude, like. Okay, like yeah, like I can support some shit if niggas is really if you putting in the work yourself, I can support that. I don't really like when niggas just jump in and do some shit and they just want you to support it because they're doing it. But it's like they ain't putting in no work, they just doing it like certain like I ain't like I said, I ain't here to knock nobody easy, but there's certain motherfuckers that I see at some of these shows that don't be at the majority of them, that may be at one show, the show that I'm at and shit. You feel me?
Right.
And I can see like nah, like no, bro. Did you wait? Your body ain't there, like, cause it's like, even if, like, let's say for instance, even if nigga think that they go get some bread off one of these little shows, right? Let's just say like that. Let's break it down. I don't give a fuck how many views you get on a regular basis. You get views, they will headline you down at one of these spots downtown. They will headline you. They will pay you off top to come down there. It was about the views. So you can't tell me you got 10,000 views and shit. So you supposed to be getting this if you can't bring 10 people into the video with you. That's gonna pay. Because you gotta also understand this. Just like the niggas that we like to see, like all the major artists, guess what? Patriots go in there and they go and they pay to see these.
Yeah, and you gotta understand who listen to your stuff. Like a lot of my views and my streams come from introverts like me, so you know they don't like the club too much. You know, they don't like coming outside with large crowds. You know, they like to be at home and playing. So you have to understand that. Like myself, I've grossed over 10,000 streams myself, but that doesn't resonate to shows all the time because, like I said, I understand my audience and the majority of them, we hanging out at the house.
It's a game check for you to see for real. You ever see that? You ever hit to what's that stream stage?
Right, I've heard. Yeah.
Like doing it like that's what I'm saying. Like doing a show on that for people that's like that. See, that's the elevation of the shit. See, you gotta also understand like how to get to it. Certain brothers ain't understand how to get to it. So that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like even with me when we was trying to do the music, the most I really was trying to do is try to make sure we get people into the building. And that's what makes people. It gives off like people support it. It gives off that they doing something that's popping. It's something that's woo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it should be.
But it's like shit, man. At the end of the day, this gotta be authentic. Like that's why niggas fuck with authentic niggas. Like I have conversations with authentic niggas way more than I'm just talking to whoever. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Alright, so shit. Alright, man. So we're gonna ask you one more question about the music. We're gonna get you slide back and forth. We back and forth with this bitch today. We back and forth with this bitch today. Alright, now let me ask you this, dude. So what's the move this year? Like what's the goals that you trying to accomplish this year in this you know what I'm saying, in this path that you go on shit?
Pushing the apparel, my team Dare to Dream, the focus for the music, the foundation is apparel, like clothes. But I started, looking at different things, and it's like us as artists, us as the community of hip hop or what have you, we create the trends. And instead of allowing them to dictate it, it's like I want to put my imprint on. Correct. So we do have Dare to Dream, dream_purveyor where we are on IG. We do have a website. You can hit me JPNeeds2 on IG for any orders, just like the jacket that I have on. And so it's like I have to take that lane. I don't want to mask it, if you will. Like for instance, like Sean John and Rockaware, if you will, at the time did it. Because if you hear what Jim Jones is saying, they were actually, mimicking, the real culture or the urban wear of New York. So yeah, they were popular. Yeah, they were successful. But they were mimicking the essence of what the hip hop was. So I'm trying to create my own lane with that, if you will. So that's why you see me out where dare to dream every day before I put on anything else. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's a fact. 'Cause we got on the post shit. We trying to get to a little t-shirt. Then we got a little dad had something one time. That nigga had that shit on mud shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It was lit.
As it should.
You know what I mean? So I trying to be outside shit.
I'm trying to aspire to having something on my mind every time I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what my family do. So if I'm a person, you see, I roll up on you, pull up right. Like,
facts.
What's your name? Let me holler at you.
Right.
Give you some information.
Yeah.
I see you was a little shy about talking, but that's what I do. You tell me what they need to know.
Yeah.
I got this. Don't worry about it. Let me holler at you. Come on, talk.
Yeah, you know, and from that standpoint, it's not a necessary a shy thing. And when you come up in a culture that I came out of from California to Cleveland, you know, you have a reserve up. So, you know, that's why I like to keep glasses and a bucket hat and certain type of persona on, because it's like, let me see, are you talking business or are you just trying to talk my head off?
I can get my swivel on without you seeing me have my swivel on.
Yeah, there you go.
I see it.
And I want to see what you would do with it, to see if, oh no, he just whatever, like you said, shy, whatever, or you trying to see what's going on with him. It's not shy, it's not fearful. It's, you know, you go through some things, you know, you get a version of PTSD and you start moving a lot different.
I mean, that's what shit, man. Shit, man. There's a lot of time with that city shit, man. Like, I ain't about to be faking vibes with niggas, bro. Like, you feel me?
Right.
Like, fuck all that shit. So I feel you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel like a nigga on some bullshit, hey, fam, like, I'm straight. You feel me? Like, let's be talking about that.
Right.
Crazy.
Just, you know, I'm this way all the fucking time. Right. I don't really know how to be somebody else. So if I see you don't rock with me, I'm moving on. I'm not gonna make it an issue. I'm not gonna spend no time thinking about who disagree with me getting out on the page that I'm on. Cause I'm on a different page.
Right, that's dope.
Double back. I have other things to do.
And us as people and overall, you just start taking that, you know, as being personal. Because sometimes I've had interactions and they may, oh, he's this way, da da da. Man, don't take it that way. Sometimes it might be the wrong day. Like you said, it might not work out this day. So give it a chance or give it some breathing room, let it be natural. So,
yeah, that's how I agree with that. That be the thing. Shit. But I mean, shit, you can't force his fake shit. You can't force that shit fake. That shit don't hit the same. I'm telling you, that shit don't hit the same, man. Anybody will tell you, anybody will tell you, the fake vibes don't hit the same. So alright, man, let's slide into a little bit of this shit, man. This nigga DJ been on my motherfucking head top all fucking week, bro. About this Pat Mahomes, all this too much shit going on with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? The podcast, you know what I'm saying? We in this bitch, man.
I wrote a picture last week, nigga. We almost had the hat trick.
Hey, but listen, nigga. Listen, though. But the Giants, nigga, I told you, nigga. Hey, man. I'm like, he was like, man, no, fuck it. I ain't gonna go with the Giants. I'm just gonna go with the Vikings. I said, man, fuck it. I'm going with the Giants on that. Like, what?
Y'all split like that.
Like, the shit crazy.
The Vikings, they started off strong and I figured they were gonna try to pull something out.
I ain't know the little white boy for the Giants was running that bitch like motherfucking Lamar Jackson, like or something. I don't know. Like the white boy Dave Jones was running the fuck out that bitch. Like I don't know. And them niggas play tonight, so that's gonna be the first game we're gonna talk about real quick. We're gonna talk about Giants Eagles. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Eagles better not lose, man. I'm sorry, like they talk about Jalen Hurts MVP, all this. What it was with 13-0 or some shit, 11-0, 12-0, some shit like that. I don't know. I can't really remember, but I think it was 12-0. But bro, they better not lose. Bro. I'm sorry, but this the whole thing about it. The whole thing about it is, can they lose?
Anybody.
Yeah, that's the thing. But think about it. Can they though? Is the Giants that good? I don't know. It's a toss up. I'll tell y'all this on the sports bet shit though. I'll tell y'all this real quick. This shit a toss up. I ain't gonna bet on this shit because it's too much of a toss up, bro. But I'll tell you this: if the Giants do pull this shit off, it's gonna be some motherfuckers paid.
Somebody gonna get some dollars.
Somebody gonna be really paid tonight, for sure.
Yeah, he not lying.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody is.
somebody gonna get paid because the odds on that shit too. I think they gave them like 8. I think it's like 8 points. I think the Eagles is +8
I think they tied with their team for the best home stands.
for the best home fans or the best home
Stands. Games at home. And they have a game at home.
Think so about Eagles though. I mean, you can say that about the Chiefs too. Arrowhead. That's the early game. That game will be going on a couple hours. You already know what it is on that one. And you already see. I already showed you the little parlay on that. We already know what's going on. Tight game. Everything that I need to happen will happen, man. Flat out. I need this $100, man. Fuck it. I need it, nigga. Like my nigga said, I was at the barbershop and shit earlier yesterday and shit when I got off work.
Hey man,
and my nigga said, hey, but listen, you don't have to, bro. That was a free bet. I ain't spent no money yet. That's a free bet. Hey, but listen, no, but my nigga doing the same shit. He doing the little shit too. Right. So we about to leave. I'm chopping up. My nigga say, nigga, that shit, nigga, I'm trying to get rich, nigga. Nigga, I can't just be working and doing this and doing that. I gotta do everything, nigga. I'm trying to get rich.
And the Polish podcast promotes gambling responsibly.
I mean, niggas trying to get rich, nigga. Like, niggas trying
responsibly.
Niggas trying to get rich, but it is responsible. Like, nigga, listen, this was irresponsible, right? You want to hear some shit? You want to talk about betting shit irresponsible? This is irresponsible shit. And nigga betting his last couple dollars, right? His last. He ain't pay his rent, he ain't pay his light bill, nothing. And he paid his last, that's irresponsible.
It can hit.
Yeah, that's the long shot. See, that's the thing. You gotta think about this. What's higher? The risk is the risk to work the reward. What's higher? You feel me? The risk hit, but the risk
50 bands.
But the risk of you not hitting the 50 bands. If you let's say this. All right, let's say this on some G's, right? Let's say I got like 10 bands, right? But if I make this little sports bet with a woo for like 95 bands and shit, it'll flip to 50 bands. That's more of a situation where I'll be like, all right, I'll roll the dice with that because I still had a 5. But if I only got 5, nigga, and it don't hit, it's over. What you doing then after that? It's over. You gotta go back to the drawing board, bro. It's a wrap. At least if the shit don't hit and the nigga got the 5 in the cut, it's like, all right, we can build back with the 5. But niggas building back with nothing. You can't just be out here building with nothing.
And be going for home runs like that.
Man, nigga, it's cool to go for the home runs, but you gotta have some points, nigga. Like, fuck it, you, man, niggas, man. Man, at least have a run or two, nigga. At least have a run or two on the board, nigga. Like, god damn.
Right.
Hey, but this is dope. All right. So, I'm rolling with the Chiefs. I'm rolling with the Chiefs over the Jaguars. You got the Chiefs as well, I assume, right?
Yeah.
And then we both fucking with the Eagles, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the Eagles better win, man. That's what the Eagles don't win. I don't be kind of upset. I'm gonna be kind of upset because, and this is why I'm gonna be upset, right? Because we're gonna go into the games tomorrow. This is why I'm gonna be upset.
Right.
Is this now? You from LA though, right? You from LA, cable TV. You fuck with football though, right? You got a favorite team? What's your favorite team though?
Well, being from California, of course, the region is favorite team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anything out of California is going to be the favorite. Anything, but Rams last year, for the simple fact, is for the region. But growing up, the 49ers, of course, because of Jerry Rice and Steve Young and all that.
Okay. Now that's a good. That's what's up. Now, with that being said, I ask you this, right? Y'all play the motherfucking Cowboys,
America's team.
right?
The who team?
America's team.
Oh, Jerry's still out on, but I tell you.
Man, listen, man. That America's team shit has been bullshit. But this is what I will say though, right? Also funny shit before we get into this shit. This is what I will say. I remember, bro, when I was a young nigga, I probably want to say it was like maybe like 93, 94. I was young nigga, I was probably like 7, 8, some shit like that.
Okay.
So Pete, I get the motherfucking you get these little tapes that was coming in the mail, like Sports Illustrated, the year review.
Right.
And we had the 20, I think it was 93 and shit, had that bitch come through. It was the Cowboys on that bitch won the Super Bowl and shit, I think, that year, whatever. And it was had to be the year when the Cowboys won the Super Bowl because the Cowboys was on that bitch. They had a whole little 15-minute segment about this nigga. Had these niggas up, they was on pedestals, nigga. I was a young nigga looking at that shit like I was a little kid, like, what the fuck? But as I got older, I realized that Cowboys is trash, bro. They don't even know. And honestly, I'll tell you this. The niggas got a motherfucking rookie quarterback. Like Tom Brady 2.0 and shit. I don't know. Because when Tom Brady like the sixth round draft pick, like one of the last picks of the draft, and then he turn around and beat Tom Brady. What that story for the nigga? Brock Purdy the same thing. Brock Purdy is the same situation.
Came off the bench for a dude who was almost.
Man, they said Brock Purdy was the damn near the last pick in the draft, or the pick before last pick in the draft, and he was drafted. The last pick, nigga.
Prove him. He was ready then.
Nigga.
He was built for it right now.
Or somebody saw something like, man, let me get him.
But it all
he was insurance policy
for niggas too. Yeah. But the 49ers right now, nigga, they got, I think they got the best defense left in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Right? And one thing for sure, two things for certain, that offense, they got pieces though. I mean, like Brock Purdy, like to me, if the only time I'm not really running with the 49ers in the sense that if the 49ers get back to the Super Bowl rematch against the Chiefs, then you know what it is. I gotta roll my niggas. Those my niggas. So that's my team though. But in the NFC, I feel like in the NFC, that's the best team in the NFC. But I'll rock with the Chiefs. I'll rock with Pat Mahomes. I'll rock with Patty Ice. Like, that's my guy.
Patty Ice.
Like, that's my guy.
The propaganda.
That's my guy though. That's my guy. My guy goes hard. My guy do crazy shit. But my man, no. It's so many other niggas. Like, come on, man. So come on, man. Tom Brady won all these motherfucking rings. Niggas, Peyton Manning came through with this bitch. Damn, even Joe Flacco got a ring, and the Cowboys still ain't had no motherfucking ring. And they talking about the Americans team, nigga. What are you talking about, nigga? Man, come on, man. What's my boy that played for Chicago? What's the dude name? Rex Grossman played in the Super Bowl, and before Rex Grossman played in the Super Bowl.
Whoa. You need to realize,
like, what did
Rex Grossman had that defense.
Yeah, but he was in
him any type of credit.
I'm not giving him credit. I'm just saying, like, he was in the Super Bowl, and guess who was it? The Cowboys. America's team. America's team. Guess who wasn't probably in the playoffs that year? America's team. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the crazy shit. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm not trying to give Rex Grossman no credit. Man, even like, for real, even Mark Sanchez, my man's got to a motherfucking AFC championship, man. And guess what? The Cowboys have not. They're not gonna get to one now. They're still not gonna get to one, bro. They're still not gonna get to one, bro. You got Skip Bayless sucking ass talking about sucking this Cowboys cock on the top balls. You know what I'm saying? All the time on TV. I'm sick of seeing them. I'm sick of seeing them talk about it.
Hey, he consistent.
I'm sick of seeing them talk about that. When them niggas is bad. 49ers about to win by 2 touchdowns, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm going with the 49ers.
I have never run with the Cowboys. I don't care what they season feel like. What's our playoffs?
Oh, they gonna fuck it up.
They mentally check out.
Yes, they do. They be looking good during the season. And as soon as that last regular season game over, they be like, alright.
So much of that, so you telling me that they be going over that shit and trading camp and be like, listen.
Yeah, I'm go just another
listen, I don't give a fuck how many games they win, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of that. As soon as these playoffs come, you better choke. Look,
I need 13 touchdowns this season to get this phone.
To get this incentive, yo. You fuck my shit up, that's your ass. Mr. Post.
I'm gonna get you out. You need 13? I'm gonna get you out like in the first 4 games. I'm gonna get you your 13.
And that's what they do. They start real hot like that. He's going on the street for whoopty wompty, and then you see what happens.
Oh, this is
Airball, choke up.
Drop.
Shout out to the
The
Niners,
first pass you drop all season.
Shout out to the Niners, man. Niners going to I want to say this day. In like the last 5 years, how many? They've been to like 3 or 4 East. They've been like 3 or 4 NFC Championship games.
They working, man. They working.
I mean, we gotta give Kyle Shanahan some credit though. Kyle Shanahan really came in that bitch and switched that shit around. I still don't really like how they did my nigga Cat, but I gotta call a spade.
Yo, who?
The nigga Cap or nigga
Man,
shit.
come on, Mr. Settlement.
I mean, he took the bread, he did what he had to do, but I just don't like it. He did what he had to do though, bro. I ain't really about to get into the shit with Cap, cause Cap did, niggas did what he had to do. Niggas don't get that. I'm telling you, like, niggas gonna take the bread. Just like niggas was talking about this gunner shit, which I don't really agree with him snitching on his niggas, but I don't even understand nothing. All I know is niggas is gonna do what they have to do to survive. This survival of the fittest. It's fucked up.
And go back to what y'all was saying earlier. That means y'all need to stop. It is freedom of speech, but one, stop writing what you writing so much of, whoopty wompty, or be an author and be creative. Allegedly or whatever. But I can't. I'm sorry. I hear what you're saying. But if you're going to stand outside with us, if you're going to whoopty wompty, jump up and down with me, I help you make some money.
Yeah, you gotta be down. That's the thing I agree with totally. That's what I'm saying. I don't agree with it, but it's just like, but it just goes to my point. Like niggas gonna do whatever they gonna do to survive. Like niggas, you can't trust none of these things. That's my whole point. That's my whole point. Like that's not like I'm saying like that's cool. Like good, cool. Like no, nigga, that's fucked up. Nigga, you was talking about that slime shit. And you straight. No, nigga, that's not cool.
Turn.
That's not cool. But still, let's get back to the sport on the shit. Now. All right, listen, bro. Now the rematch and shit. You know what I'm saying? Off the game that ended in a little, you know what I'm saying, a little tragic situation with DeMar Hamlin and shit. Well, for the Bills and shit. You know what I'm saying? My parents still going out there, he'll be doing good and shit now from what I hear. So hopefully he can get back on the field soon, or if not, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, just glad he good after this shit. You know what I'm saying? They play the Bengals. So is Joe Burrow that nigga now? Did Joe Burrow just kind of like stepped over Josh Allen at this point?
No.
So if he beat Josh Allen,
he won this division.
He played in the Super Bowl, bro.
I mean, he won this division.
Who? Joe Burrow? Oh yeah, he ain't winning that shit.
Yeah, no, he wasn't with our whole division was in shambles and shit.
But, it's because
our whole division was in shambles this year.
Yeah, he had too much competition this year, so Joe Burrow was supposed to win it. How you know?
Yeah. I mean, now you think about it, you got the Browns with the Deshaun Watson shit, motherfucking and my nigga Lamar Jackson get injured.
Scared of him.
Mitch Trubisky in the debacles in Pittsburgh and all that. So they got away with some Patriot shit.
I ain't gonna hold
on.
Yeah.
The went out their division, nigga.
Because their division was won.
Right.
Yeah. That's what it is. The Patriot syndrome. That might be America's team, or June.
Yeah, the Patriots might be that. They probably was that at a time when they had Tom Brady over there. I don't know what they did stop. But Bills winning this game.
I'll take it.
Yeah. I'm going with the Bills too.
They're playing with the
extra season. And the only reason why I'm going with the Bills is this. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want to see Cincinnati and Kansas City again. for this reason only, right? For this reason, that's what I'm saying. I do as much as I give DJ, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga, you know what I'm saying? He probably watching the show right now, shit. As much as I give him slack about Josh Allen, I know that Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes are the two niggas right now. They like this. They fighting to see who gonna be the number one quarterback in the game. What if those two niggas fight? You still got like Deshaun Watson got to get his shit back in order. You got like the young boy like the Jaguars. I like Trevor Lawrence trying to do his little thing. You had Tua. There's a lot of quarterbacks that's in this conversation because it's a new class now. Like Tom Brady needed to sit this. You feel me? Yeah, because it's like now look at it. Look at the league, bro. Look at the league. Minus Tom Brady, it ain't no type of old ass like 10-year quarterbacks in the league right now, bro. They all like 5-6.
Where your granddad?
They all like 5-6 years, 7 years. Pat Mahomes in the league 6 years, bro.
I mean, just get Tom Brady in line. It's decent receivers.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, both of them. Both of them need to just.
Cut it out.
You feel me?
Right.
Just it's cool. It's time, bro. We already did this.
If Tom Brady leave, he need to go on Pittsburgh training camp and drag Aaron Rodgers' ass.
Man, come on, man. We ain't about to keep getting to this, though. I'm just going with the Bills, bro. That's crazy, man. You really want so how long you want to talk? Man, Tom Brady, hey, Brian, nigga, I can see Brian play for like 23 years, 24. Oh, that's cool. It's LeBron James. But it's like, nah,
ain't
man.
Tom Brady at 23?
Yeah, he had 23 and lost his whole family for this shit, man. He better get his family back. Fuck the football shit. Get your family back, nigga.
This shit.
Man, y'all niggas tripping, man. Y'all niggas tripping, man.
Getting people fired. It's his fault. Byron Leftwich got fired.
But John, but see, but that's what I'm saying. Them the two niggas, though. Joe Burrow is cool. But I don't know, man. I think
I like Josh Allen.
But Cincinnati got they got the receivers.
Yeah, Chase. Yeah,
they got Chase.
They got
Higgins. They got the niggas. Like that's what I'm saying. Like they low key the offense over there is low key raw. They just can't protect Burrow though. But they got niggas because if we can get the ball to them niggas,
right.
Oh, what's up?
So let me ask you this: then. Cincinnati's receivers, right? Chad and TJ or Chase and Higgins.
Ooh. But Juice Lozada though was automatic.
But he
was an automatic every time. Like Juice Lozada, like but Juice Lozada, I'm talking about when you need to catch Lozada is catching that bitch. Oh shit. Yeah, Ocho like you know what I'm saying? Ocho, they both legends, man. They both legends over here. Cincinnati, you know what I'm saying?
If you would have swapped out instead of swapping them out, you would have gave them Joe Burrow, they'd have won.
Yeah, they would have won big time.
Who they had? Carson Wentz?
Palmer.
Yo, Carson Palmer, they're the same.
He had the same issue with the world. They didn't protect him. It's not like he's an athletic quarterback. You don't invest in your O-line, so when he takes a hit, yeah, I'm sitting down with this guaranteed contract. You darn skip me. I'm sitting right down.
That's crazy. I just said Carson Wentz. That's the same thing. Them the same people. They just different age.
And the same reason.
Yeah, but they play the same way. They got the same thing. Like Carson Wentz had a little. It's the same thing with them. Like Carson Palmer wasn't totally just horrible though. It wasn't like he was bad, but it's just like.
He got
he wasn't, but that's what I'm saying. But he wasn't. But at that time right there, he wasn't Peyton Manning. He wasn't Tom Brady. Who else was in the league? I think Drew Brees was in the league still at that time. It was a couple other quarterbacks that was way better than him.
You talk about all that offensive line. A lot better than
the money.
A whole lot better than you.
But Cincinnati was choking in the playoffs too. Like he was talking about the motherfucking Cowboys choking in the playoffs. Cincinnati done choked in the playoffs a lot of times as well, bro. They done choked a lot of times. They done had 13-3 seasons in the past 10 years and lost in the first round.
Only person who probably would have had a line close to his was Peyton. But Peyton, he got rid of the ball faster.
Yeah, his release time was different. Yeah.
He got, cause he knew he didn't.
Yeah, he was pop. Yeah.
Remember the whole difference thing, the real thing that you missing out on that, the big difference is that Peyton Manning always had some type of line back, bro. Like, some of those Carson Palmer teams didn't have no definitive running game. They were just depending on that nigga to air it out the Ocho and just air it out. Yeah, Corey, you talking about Corey Dillon, right? Yeah. He was decent though.
Yeah, somebody else.
He was a top number too.
I mean,
yeah, you'll fuck with that.
That's between. You get paid to hold the ball, and all you is dropping it everywhere.
Like I'm just telling you, it's sick though. Nigga, get the idiot. Boy, that boy, whoop, it's down, boy. I did touchdown, very good. That phone did something. You know what I'm saying? Stop the play now. So after this conversation with this NFL shit, we rolling. So I'm rolling with the Bills, Bills, and then we got the 49ers and shit. So So we got next week. We're gonna have Chiefs. So we'll talk about this shit next week. We got Chiefs, Bills, Eagles, 49ers.
Yeah.
All right, man. So shit. So now we on this. Now you already know we about to go, man. About to hit the association, man. The association been a little chirpy these past few days, bro. There's been a lot of shit going on in the association, bro. All I want to say is shout out Kyrie, though. You feel me? Like, before we even really get into this shit. Shout out to Kyrie. I just said that shit for a reason.
What do you get for?
45. 45.
Not too bad.
It's Kyrie, 8 threes. 8 threes, you know what this thing is. When he be playing, when he don't be on no bullshit. When Kyrie don't be on no bullshit, bro, you know what he do, bro. Like niggas say whatever you want to say. He be injury prone, he miss games, he want to do his own thing. Whatever you want to say about Kyrie, you can say that shit. But just know, when you get on that floor, man, it's up. That nigga Kyrie cold, bro. That nigga stay with this. It don't matter what on the team, and he gonna get busy, bro.
Yeah, that's real fact.
He showed you that when he first was in Cleveland. Shit, he was getting busy when he was out there with Cleveland.
Hey, man, he ain't passed the ball for real. But who you gonna pass it to?
Yeah.
He had a Kobe mentality. Who am I gonna pass it to?
Shit, but literally though, when you look at the roster, who was he gonna pass it to back then?
Facts.
Like, who was he passing it
Who
to?
am I passing it to?
And that's the only time he passes. Look, he gave Tristan a lot. He gave Tristan like probably 3 to 4 lives a game those first couple seasons. For real talk about the game. Right, 3 to 4 lives a game. Like, fuck it. You gotta just pass it on. Alright, bro, shit. So, you LA and shit, man. Let's just get into this shit real quick, man. Right now. Let's switch this up. It's crazy, right? Now, Pete. He fuck with Kawhi Leonard. This is his favorite. Kawhi Leonard, his favorite place. That's one of his favorite places. There's a situation where Kawhi was with Kawhi was with the but when Kawhi was with the Spurs, right? This is real talk. This is like in the post. This history I'm giving you. This is in the post history, nigga. You feel me? So this nigga, my you know what I'm saying? My partner, my counterpart, you know what I'm saying? He really fucked with Kawhi Leonard because he did that one job on LeBron, the 1 year, beat LeBron and shit. He could really fuck with Bron and all this. Woo, 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 woo. You feel me?
I was talking about him.
So let me ask you this. So you from LA though, right? Can you please tell this man, right? Even if, and I'm giving it a realistic outlook what I'm about to say. The only way the Lakers gonna do something this season is if they get healthy at the right time. And I mean like Anthony Davis and LeBron James playing at the right time. That's what's gonna have to happen. Russ gonna just do Russ. I ain't really worried about Russ. They just need to get a shooter of some sort. And they're gonna be okay. I think the Lakers should be fine. But anyway, what can you tell him that it don't matter if the Clippers win the championship this year, they will never have the city like that. The Clippers will never be considered the keys of LA ever. It would never happen, even if they won a championship. Even if they won one championship, you please let them know that would never happen. Like you from LA, I guarantee. Right. I think you kind of feel the same way. I'm feeling what I'm saying is, bro. I don't think that even if the Clippers will win a championship this year, let's say they win it this year for the sake of the argument, they ain't gonna have LA. The Lakers so Lakers gonna win LA, bro.
Well, to me, that team is something like, you know how Instagram where you have your main page and your backup page?
Yeah.
That team is the backup page to LA. It's always Laker Nation. You know what I'm saying? You know, when Lakers want a day off, that's when they play. You know, when the Lakers don't want to go to the party, we send them to keep it going, you know. So I understand what he's saying. But every true person knows that the Lakers run that time.
So in other words, what you're saying, it's like, no matter what the Browns like, this is the Browns town. But when the Cavs won something, niggas still wearing Cavs shit to this day. You go ride past a nigga with some Cavs shit on.
Yeah, because you got that trophy as you should. Yeah, you got that one as you should. And I was with you. I was happy too.
Yeah, but when we won the Super Bowl,
right.
The parade stopped at like 30 something. Mm-hmm. the crowd was on 30-something through all downtown. 30, because the Browns win. I bet you it was 79. The party
They
on
gonna shout the
downtown
city
is 79.
But listen, the Browns were the Super Bowl.
They on the way.
Don't you know what the fucking happened?
They on the
It's
way.
pandemonium in this.
They on
It's some shit that we never
the way.
experienced in our lives. Man. I mean, we never experienced it. I mean, probably somebody in the what in the motherfucking 1940. I don't know. I guess I don't know.
In them ever since.
Uh,
I mean, I walk with them, you know, because I spend time in both places. So the Browns, the fact that they had Deshaun Watson, they had to give him 11 games. Because if you come back and only give him that 4 or that 6, he has 10 or so to get busy. I got to cut him off at the ankles or whatever. So now you have that, and if they get one more receiver for the outside with the tight end plus the running back, there's nothing you can do because it's play action and pass every trip. And everybody gonna be. You saw what they was doing when he started getting. Come on, man, they scared of him. That's why he had a no trade clause. But you know,
you had to get the fuck up out of Houston. There was no
he had to.
there was no fuck shit.
He
But
had
we
to.
outside. But we outside though. So
Mhm.
the nigga. So how you feel about this? The nigga Shannon Sharp. Right now, before I talk about this shit, now, people, we just gonna talk about the, we just gonna talk about the city.
Right.
We just talk about Cleveland. Though.
Right.
The Cavs, I do want to get on the Cavs too, because the Cavs been on some bullshit too. Past 2 games. That first game against the Grizzlies, and then in the game last night against the Warriors, it was on some supreme bullshit. But it's like I don't know, like I don't know, like I feel like it's in the middle of the season and shit. We getting close to the All-Star break. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to get close to that situation where people start to round up in the playoff form. So I gotta just wait till they round up the playoff form to see who's gonna do what and shit. You feel me? But Pete, so he get into it, nigga. He tell the nigga he too small to check LeBron. You feel me? Right?
Lightweight, too late.
The nigga say he missed the shot. Fuck you. To Shannon Sharp, like nigga, fuck you, nigga. Like, y'all don't want no fuck with me, nigga.
Hello.
Right. Going crazy. They going crazy. I seen the clips of that shit. That nigga Shannon Sharp was going crazy, nigga. Like he was like, get that bitch going crazy. But glad they, you know what I'm saying, pieced it up. Tina Rat came over there. You know what I'm saying, pieced it up with the nigga. That nigga Brian said he robbed with that nigga. What that nigga Brian said, I wrote that nigga 365. 366 on the leap year 24/7. That's my dick. I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's the reason why Skip be mad at the nigga Shannon, because the nigga Shannon Sharp is really with Brian. Like, nigga, you was your ass was all the way in the back writing this shit while Jordan was doing what he was doing. Jordan ain't talk to you, nigga. Jordan ain't pull up on you, nigga.
Right.
Jordan don't fuck with you. Jordan don't even know who you is, nigga. I guarantee Jordan don't know. You talk about you a major part of Jordan's career. How, nigga? Just because you wrote about it? Get out of here, nigga.
Man.
But still, though, right? Well, the Grizzlies second in the West right now. And I like John Morant a lot, though. The Memphis Grizzlies ain't ready to get to no finals. I don't see it. I don't really see them ready to get to a conference finals at this point because you gotta look at it. If they play Denver in the second round, they're gonna have to wait to see Denver. You don't want to see Denver in the second round. You're gonna lose to Denver. I think they're gonna lose to Denver. That Maverick shit may be tight because Luka and shit, but then this the whole shit that's gonna be the tight shit. Like AD gonna get healthy. I guarantee you, Lakers gonna get this shit together. Brian about to go crazy.
Trying to tell the world.
Like, Brian about to go crazy.
Trying to tell the world. Hey, I know. That's why Kawhi went over there.
But
It was too many.
But listen, I'm telling you, bro. Like, come on, man. This nigga, they talking about year 20. This year 20. This nigga, man.
That's my move. That's why I got my backup page.
But listen, bro, like, listen. You sure, nigga? Okay, is you sure? My nigga Brian had a light night, but see, this thing, did Schroeder stepped up last night, shot the Schroeder shit. This is my only gripe with the Lakers, though. This is the only gripe I have right now. And I was confused when I first heard about this shit. And as the season went on, we probably we like almost 50 games in, 45 games in.
Right.
Why the fuck did the Lakers trade for Patrick Beverley? Why did they do it? I don't see none of the shit that he did up in Minnesota. He ain't did none of that shit. None of that shit like none of it. He don't even hit threes no more. Like, he started to look like how Jake Crowder. He started to look like how Jake Crowder looked when he got to the Cavs. Jake Crowder was hitting anything in Boston. As soon as he get to the Cavs, he couldn't hit that big. Like, what are you talking about? Like, nigga, you get the same shots, wide open shots, missing shit. Like,
I'm gonna say this. I think it's deeper. I think they really go to try to self-sabotage the brand. So I think, you present yourself, hey, get me up out of here for whatever, because remember, he was having issues before he was being traded anyway. And you know how envy is. How many times championship teams said we didn't get along because of we do. So you don't know if they get there and just say, forget LeBron, I'm about to try to tarnish you because
they got their bubble ring.
Yeah,
everybody trying to knock it. But that's what niggas be trying to knock that shit.
That is a banner. That is a trophy that say the NBA on there.
Talk to these niggas.
That count. I don't give a damn. All they did was have a citywide tournament like we did for AAU. I don't know why y'all get out here and start acting.
Thank you, man. I'm glad I said this shit. Because I had to rise that. That's what niggas gotta know. Y'all niggas gotta know that shit. Everybody arguing with me when I talk about Brian and shit. Y'all arguing.
That's hard.
It's a bubble championship. Like, he ain't gonna get no love for no bubble championship. Y'all niggas crazy, man. See, look at JPNeeds2. I know niggas got that in one place season, bro.
Day in and day out in the same spot. That means that's how you know a lot of people ain't play sports for real. That's a difficult task. That's a neutral spot. And y'all, man, come on.
Bro,
that's a different type of
Listen, dang, man, we done did this show for about, we've been doing this show for a minute. Ain't nobody came in here talking that shit. They get mad. They talking about bubble this, bubble that, trying to knock Brian. Hell yeah. Nigga, let's go. Nigga, yeah, 23 up. We up, nigga, 2023, we up, nigga. You heard
I ain't get one.
It's up, nigga.
I ain't get one. That's all I'm saying. He got one in Toronto, but he ain't gonna get one in LA, though.
I don't think he'll get one in LA either.
He chose the wrong team.
But the Clippers looking alright, though. He had like 38 last night. He was doing his thing, man.
They gonna make good TV. They're
Kawhi hard, though. I'm good, though. I like Kawhi.
They're just supporting actress. You know what I'm taking?
Oh, shit.
You know them punchlines for comedic value. That's what the Clippers are there for.
Crazy, man. Oh, no, man. It's crazy.
You know when the Lakers talk about the Clippers when we going to get paid, you heard? We go see the barber, that's when we talk about them.
Man,
they them right there. Don't bite me. Don't have the Clippers bite me right there. That's what we talking about. Is it true?
That's crazy.
The audacity. That's crazy. In my backyard. Oh, my goodness.
Man, but for real, on some real shit, though, I ain't gonna lie. But Kawhi had to go to the Clippers thing. That shit would be cheating.
Man, it was cheating when LeBron went to Miami. I ain't trying to hear that go and get them trophies.
They was, but they wasn't, though. They was, but they wouldn't, though. Like, I'm just saying, like, for real, like, if they would have had Kawhi, they was talking about having Kawhi, Brian, and Anthony Davis, man. They cheated. But they cheated, nigga. No, Chris Bosh ain't really. But Chris Bosh is good. Like, Chris Bosh is like a great player. No, I feel like Chris Bosh is a great player, but
it's not cheating.
Chris Bosh is a great.
LeBron James wouldn't have been cheating.
Man, but
they put him on the Olympic team.
But yeah, that's why they be trying to beat him on his
team. It don't matter.
No, but listen. But this is what I'm trying to say. Like, Chris Bosh is cool, but Chris Bosh, to me, ain't as talented as Anthony Davis. To me, though, I think he can do the same thing Chris Bosh can do, but he got a little better. He a little better perimeter shooter than Chris Bosh was. Chris Bosh turned into a good perimeter shooter, but Chris Bosh was really on the post, couple moves, layup, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. Like, I'm talking about like just straight catching the ball off a catch and shoot, boom, like. You know what I'm saying? Or catching somebody off the dribble. Like, Chris Bosh was always catching niggas off the dribble. He'll catch you off a screen. You dig? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he's as talented as Anthony Davis. But, right? Mm-hmm. There's the thing that I think that it was a little bit like cheating, though. Even though that Miami Heat was a little like cheating. But the only reason why it was like cheating is because they got the first couple of years, they got the right shooters. Like the first couple of years, I'm talking about when they lost in Dallas and they won back to back. Those 3 years, they was good because you had Chris Bosh, you had D-Wade, you had Bron, and you had a whole bunch of niggas who would shoot shit. You had Adonis Haslam, Birdman, some violent niggas. You know what I'm saying? You had like a championship team. Like, you was kind of cheating, just like KD going to the Warriors. That was pretty cheap.
Yeah, that was a good. He don't get no.
That was really cheap, but KD is
you
like
was up 3-1 on them. You knew how to beat them. You buckled up like a woman. You got your trophies. Don't get me wrong. You got your trophies. You might get that jacket. You gonna get that jacket Hall of Fame later on, but your path there, like him and Brian. I mean, it's sketchy. But let me ask you this though: if all of them was allowed to do this, why would they veto the trade for Chris Paul for Kobe Bryant in his prime?
because this was really hate.
They knew what was gonna happen.
But that's my whole point on that. I think niggas really hate on Kobe, hate on the Lakers.
He's the real GOAT. That's the real GOAT.
Kobe the real GOAT. Okay. All right, I can't really. You know what? Some real shit. I'll tell you this. I respect it though because everybody got players who they respect differently. Right. You feel me? Like as far as with me though, it's like Kobe Bryant is. Kobe Bryant is a fucking legend. Kobe Bryant is one of the greatest shoot guards ever played the game. Like one of the greatest shoot guards ever played the game, hands down. That's right. Is he? I don't think he's better than Jordan. And as far as LeBron is concerned, just the only thing. Niggas want to knock this nigga for doing the decision and linking up with all these niggas and doing that. And that's the knock that they want to give Bron. And if that's what it is, that's what's going to be. Because that's really what it is. Like, if you look at the teams and you look at how shit was, how shit is. Shouldn't even be put together. Like, some of these teams that LeBron had, just like some of the teams that Kobe had to, like, I'm not, like, some of the teams Kobe had before they got Paul Gasol and all that shit, though. Some of those teams was just like, what the fuck?
An extra 15, 16 points. That wasn't a major factor. Maybe where you're going.
I mean, not really. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's a difference if they had between having what, like Smush Parker, motherfucking what's my one nigga that was on the Lakers back that year. They kept losing to motherfucking
They was on there.
Vujicic was on the team with. Well, yeah, Vujicic stayed on there. Stayed there.
They left him. He came back.
Yeah.
And, there was a few of them cats on there that kept, buying him, but he was never too much healthy, so we had to deal with that. So
Lamar Odom had his little run too, and that bitch Lamar Odom.
Yeah, Lamar Odom was something different. That's why they couldn't prepare for him. 7-footer, lefty coming down, full sprint. Kobe on the wing. I'd be scared too.
What is that they run? What was doing that thing?
They tried.
Just like when my nigga Brian had motherfucking Wally Turkey had. Who else he had? Come on, man.
Wally Verjao.
He had Ben Wallace after he had Ben Wallace after he was done. They gave him Ben Wallace when he was done. And guess what? They gave him Joe Smith too. They said, we're gonna give him Ben Wallace and Joe Smith. That was the number one pick in the '95 draft. They gave that nigga in what? 2006. Like what the fuck? Like he's done. Like what the fuck?
I have a question. Is that Kobe the GOAT because the California Tire? Kobe the GOAT because he worked for it?
Kobe the GOAT because he worked for it. Number one, they said Kobe never passed the ball.
He taking it from Mike.
Yeah, he's taking it from Mike because one, he passed the ball more than Mike, so he got more assists.
And you saying he over LeBron?
Yes, he's over LeBron because one-on-one, LeBron could never do nothing with Kobe. Look at the All-Star games and go back and look at every film the Lakers versus Cavs.
But at the end of the day, I think LeBron tell you something.
Yeah, LeBron will tell you that he can handle Kobe.
Like that, LeBron will tell you that Kobe better than him though.
I
think he would. Like I think
on the elbow.
No, but peep though. Like Kobe Bryant was in the league before LeBron got to the league. LeBron looked up to Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is someone to look up to at the time. Like I feel like niggas gotta give Kobe his respect though. Even though I feel like LeBron does more. LeBron just make that shit look real good how he doing this shit. He been doing this shit like this for 20 years. It's
Right.
crazy.
Right.
It's crazy how he doing it. You gotta peek. Like he had teams that went shit like
You
like
gonna be something,
no,
man.
he had
Shoot the
teams-
ball. Yeah.
But see, that's the thing. He had teams similar to what Kobe had, but all of a sudden some shit pop off and that team is in the finals.
Mm-hmm. Kobe get the trophy.
Yeah, he get there, but he get there, baby.
Kobe get the trophy because on paper, them two back-to-back teams, he doesn't have Bynum the entire season. Powell is up and down. He doesn't have a set point guard. He has.
What about the rings? Don't the rings?
He got Lamar.
That's why he
Odom.
had Lamar Odom, and that was it. But
Lamar.
who else was a dominant all-star on that Laker team? So I hear y'all when LeBron.
Well, they had Derek Fisher though, right?
Yeah, Derek Fisher was spotty, especially after Matt Barnes did what that was.
But that was after. That was after that part shit happened. Wait, that nigga was a coach. Nigga, when that shit happened, he was coaching the team. That nigga was the coach. But hold on, man. What was Derek Fisher, the coach of the Knicks at the time? He was the coach of the Knicks. That's it.
Okay. I just did that to ask. What about my nigga Tim Duncan then?
Man, I don't give a damn.
What?
Man,
Man,
He
listen,
cool.
his whole career, he got 5 out of 6.
you know why he gets those?
Because he won.
Name the years of why he gets them. He gets the one against Latrell Sprewell and them because why? Kobe and them, they couldn't get it together. And then he gets the next couple because why? Kobe has that thing, Colorado and thing. So the whole league got to eat off of it. Don't get me wrong, Timmy is a great player. He's a great player. Hands down. Positive hands. I give you that. I give you that.
Made the playoffs every single year.
I give you that. That is beautiful. But he shook when he saw the Lakers on that daggone schedule. He'll tell you that.
Hey, but listen though, but the one year when the Lakers beat the Spurs in the playoffs, when Shaq was over there, man. Hey, but listen, but see, this is the thing that, but this is the thing that at the end of the day, like Tim Duncan, like I like Tim Duncan too. I'm not trying to knock Tim Duncan. Say he probably top 10 all time to my eye because I've seen him play. I've seen him be dominant. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I gotta call it straight state. Shaq was no dominant player.
They couldn't do nothing with Shaq. With Kobe, they knew what they was doing. Talking about Shaq likes to say, "Well, I was getting older. They didn't want to pay me $30 million." Man, poor shit. The league was hating on that. They had to get in there somehow. So which one you gonna choose, Buzz family? Or I'm gonna go with the young kid and you see what happens. So no, man, everybody's scared of Shaq. That's why Charles Barkley said what he said about Shaq. They knew with 34 32 game, they really ain't wanted with 32. Now if Penny don't get messed up after they make that run, they kind of keep Shaq instead of thinking, all right, I'm gonna just let him.
I'm telling you, like that
Shaq was something different.
Man, he was
With Penny,
like Shaq
he
was
was
one
the
of
man
dominant
before
players.
Kobe. Now that's somebody I give gotta be over Kobe if he wasn't hurt. Because Penny was the man walking into the ring. Kobe had to grow into it. Penny was something different. They couldn't do nothing with it.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah,
This is real nice, man.
Penny was something different.
I watched that. Like, oh, he is nasty.
Dude, athleticism, transition, he could shoot that rock, pull that three if he wanted to, but he was so nasty. Yeah, I'm gonna eat you up from the inside.
I want to penetrate as close as I can.
Yeah, that feel a little better, you know. I beat you up to get it every time. So
Let you know I was here every single time.
every trip.
Now, as far as I see, you got a strong LA tie. Kobe over Shaq. You would have preferred the younger Shaq over Shaq, the LA guy.
You talking about that separation? I would have preferred. No, I'm still picking. I still want to go. Yeah, you still want to go. You know, Shaq could have fixed that too. And as he said, like if Shaq, you know, if the story's true, he wanted this certain amount of money.
To be honest,
Could have took it.
if I had to pick team of 5 people. For sure, I mean, Toby is going to be one of the 5.
Right.
Oh shit, man. Well, listen though. Let me listen though. We gonna get into some
Coach.
man, you know what I'm saying? Recipes, you know what I'm saying? Ben, you know what I'm saying? Ben Brown, man. Hard buddy, man. I gotta get that respect. I just know, me personally, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't there. I left this city a few times and shit. I've been out, I've been around and shit, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess to me, like, LeBron, like the closest thing to a homegrown situation that we have in Ohio, period. You feel me? Like, it's the closest thing to it. And it's like, I'm riding with this nigga Brian's doing amazing shit. He's still doing amazing shit. You feel me? Like that's all I can say though. Now, he not with the team no more, but we talk about these Cavs and shit, right?
Right.
These niggas lost to the Warriors with nobody. Right? Nobody played, bro. But a whole bunch of niggas. But shout out to DiVincenzo though. He did try to come through on my little parlay and shit, but Jared Allen I needed him to get like 12 points, and he just couldn't. He just didn't do it. He had like 6. Like Evan Mobley turned up in that second half. You know what I'm saying? Darius Garland do what he do. We gonna get Dean Wade, you know, the white D Wade. We about to get the white D Wade back tonight and shit against the Bucks. I think D Mitch come back like in a week or 2. This is the thing. After what I've been seeing from the Nets, bro. Cavs can't play the Nets in the first round like the Cavs played the Nets in that first little play-in last year. They can't play them in the first round, bro.
It's not gonna work.
I don't think it's gonna work. Cavs will lose the first round, even with D Mitch. Because the thing is this. I like the Cavs defensively, but the thing is, to me, sometimes they be getting a little too stagnant. It's just like, all right, Darius Garland do this, or you know what I'm saying? Mitchell do this. You feel me? Like a lot of people like to, like even you know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to tell me that the Cavs teams with LeBron, they weren't as good as these teams because they had better players. They passed the ball more, woo. And honestly, I really want niggas to really think about what they're saying though, because I feel like it's bullshit. Because I'm watching the games, it's the same shit. It's the same shit, it's just different players. It's not LeBron James no more that they're doing it to. It's Donovan Mitchell. Save us. They had LeBron just save us. We're gonna put a whole bunch of people around you, and I like Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley's still progressive. You feel me? And Jared Allen, as far as this center shit is concerned, like as far as the center in the NBA today, it's either you're gonna have to do one or two things on a consistent basis. You're gonna have to either be Dwight Howard or you're gonna be Dirk Nowitzki. That's the way it is in this NBA right now. Because look at Jokic. Jokic can shoot a 3. Jokic get in the post. Jokic make passes. Jokic do a lot of different shit. Embiid go in the post. Embiid can pull back, shoot the 3. You see what I'm saying? He do a lot of different shit. Like with Jared Allen, like Rudy Gobert, players like that, like they good defensively, but they really like catch the ball, dunk, maybe a little hook here or there type shit. They not really, you can't get Jared Allen. You can't hit Jared Allen at 16, 18 feet and expect him to just pull a jumper like Evan Mobley would probably do. You feel me? But Jared Allen not doing that. Jared Allen go get shit in the post. You gotta keep feeding the post. They didn't even have Wiseman playing. Like, why they not feeding the post? Like, but at the end of the day, it's Darius Garland to figure it out. It's these niggas figure it out. It's gotta be something different than that if they go want to win a playoff series. And I predicted that they are winning the playoff series, and I'm not getting off of that. I still feel like the Cavs are going to get out the first round this year when it comes down to the playoffs. Like, I'm staying on that shit. But again, you got to fix some of these things, bro. It's getting a little dicey because the Sixers looking good. You know what Boston doing. You know what the Milwaukee's doing. Even though Giannis been out a couple games and shit, they still been winning shit. So, you know, see how this thing going this year. The Cavs, they got to get this shit together for real. Because they can reach that for real, bro. All their games coming up. You know what I'm saying? Coming together like a butter shit. So, so we got into that shit. Now, what's the next performance show you got going on,
January 26th, Exotic Cuisine. We'll be there, of course, February 10th, 18th coming up. EDH and the home team, Grady Shark Protege, Notice the Boss, the whole squad. You know, Millie, shout out to everybody. So, you know, that's what we got going, man. And hopefully, not hopefully, I know a lot more.
So we already know that 10th situation, man. We're gonna have a motherfucking little session in that bitch. Man, probably gonna follow shit. We're gonna do some shit. But we gonna have to pull up in that motherfucker. We gotta pull up in that motherfucker inside Brazilian team though. We gotta try to fuck with this nigga that the Ripper and shit. We gotta try to see what's good though, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas support, niggas seeing shit, niggas that shot little follow school shit, niggas be posting the shit, or we be posting the shit though. So we respect shit. Like we just doing this shit because this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like yeah, it's like shit. Like if a nigga, I feel like to me, if a nigga can like gain something off of some shit, like let's just say we make a play shit, we selling a little money, we get a little money on the shit, but we still doing the same thing. It's not to make the money. It is to make money, I guess, but it's just like at the end of the day, it's not like the things that I'm trying to do. It's like, all right, we come genuine with this shit, it could go. You feel me? Like that's just the thing. Like shit, as long as niggas coming genuine with the shit, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Shit done. No, straight up, it should though. It's pretty much real though. So alright, so shit, let them know where they can find all the music and shit though.
Of course, you can stream on all major platforms. JPNeeds2. That's JPNeeds and the number 2, of course. I'm not hard to find. I pop up no matter if you put me in on Google.
Oh yes.
You know, no matter if you put me in on Safari, no matter if you put me in on Snapchat, I'll pop up. You're not searching through 15 million people. JPNeeds2 Dare to Dream pulls up every time. Amazon Music. Of course, it's a lot of stuff coming out, a lot more truth. A lot more shows, a lot more visuals. You feel me? Like it's up.
Yeah, for sure. I ain't gonna fake that toxic vision was like way hard. I was watching a video on YouTube.
Yeah, shout out to them, and that's why it takes me a moment because I grew up the '90s era to where your videos were thought of. It was theatrics with it, so.
Presentation.
Right. So, I write the entire treatments, of course, with a collective of others, but all of my treatments are well thought out. That's why, it takes me a minute. But as, the Dare to Dream team is growing, we're able to get a lot more done. So that's why you're going to see a lot more now. So, yeah, we in the business.
That's what's up, man. Well, shit, man. You got anything else you want to talk to JPNeeds2? You know what I'm saying?
I see what you do, like you should. Your stuff with us, you know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And that's good, tune in, tap into the morning ride.
Oh, yeah.
Might get a, you know what I'm saying, a playlist, because I got a playlist on there.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, tap into those morning rides. I got to. We must, it's a vibe.
Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
Playlist.
Man, but it's just so crazy because when niggas, you ever just when niggas just do some shit and you be like, damn, like, bro, I'm at the job one day, bro. I ain't fucking at the job and shit. And I put my phone up and shit, so I'm logged into the shit too on my phone and shit, so I get a page of my shit. Look at this shit, this nigga here, man, he hot and shit, playing music. I'm like, oh, this is what niggas doing. I'm like, all right, yeah, what's up? Yeah, you feel me? Like, I didn't know this nigga doing. He can tell me that he was about to start pulling this shit up and shit.
That's a vibe. Shout out to that. That's much appreciated. Appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Being a writer, if you will. I am a writer, producer. Having someone showing love to things that you put your hard work into. And seeing, your vision behind it and supporting it, that's a beautiful thing. So we're not going to forget any supporters. That's why, Dare to Dream is worldwide. It's for all of us. Honestly.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. That's all about it, man. So shit, glad you coming through and shit. Respect, shit. You already know what it is, man. Post podcast every motherfucking Saturday, man. We really don't got no outro. We never do. You feel me? Niggas be cutting shit off, they be doing what niggas be doing. But shit, we gonna get with y'all next Saturday and shit, you know what I'm saying? Same time and shit.
Hey man, that's all if you made an option.
Nigga, I mean, shit, I'm just saying, same time, that's it. What else I'm gonna do? Like, shit, niggas be having a little jazzy ass shit. Niggas be saying little jazzy ass little lines and shit.